Hey, I'm Shiraz, and I'm about to shift someone's limiting beliefs, get them to step out of a story that they have been addicted to for possibly months, possibly decades. Now, here's the cool thing. I'm going to ask them, are you willing to step out of that story? And when I ask them that, you can say yes if you have the same story, and it's going to shift for you too. You may actually feel it in your body. Now, when people shift, there is a shift in energy. I tend to yawn and cough even through the Zoom platform. So be prepared for that. It's a little weird. I know. I don't know why my body does it. I just go with it at this point. So watch the video, check out more videos that I've done to get more shifts and have a good time.
Oh, I heard you had a lot of ahas already.
Cool.
Um, yeah, I have this crazy money story, and it's, whew, where do I begin? Um, I'm a mother of 15-year-old twin boys whom I had at the age of 53 on my own. I shouldn't have made that as a choice. And up until I had them, I was making like $250,000 a year, and I
Mhm.
was being quite successful. And after that, the first couple of years were pretty good. I had lots of help. I had nannies and neighbors. I don't have any family to that were around to help, and so it was just nannies and neighbors to kind of do that. And then when my kids were 19 months old, everybody vanished,
Okay.
and my business started to suffer. I started to suffer. I mean, there were a lot of other circumstances as you call them that
Mhm.
sort of showed up, and I know that's a repeating story. I also know that gathering community, creating community, is one of my greatest gifts, but there's still a residual in there. And i I sold my house in Toronto in 2020, and I moved back to my hometown, and I had flipped my debt upside down, bought my home here, and all the extra money I have actually I have spent everything, and I still have no clients
Okay.
because I changed my business and because I wanted to do something else. And I have been working really hard at it. I've been trying to do it, but there's something energetically that's holding me back. And I just like, I can't get underneath it.
Okay. So what was happening in your life just before people started disappearing?
Well, I was probably not a very nice person. I had gone into menopause and my hormones were creating havoc. Um,
Okay. So did you have to punish yourself for not being a nice person?
Probably.
Yeah, it's coming up true. How long does this punishment have to go on?
Well, I think I'm ready to step out of that one.
Okay. Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to keep punishing yourself for not being a nice person?
Yes.
There is resistance there. I did not expect that. Did you hurt anyone in particular?
Did I feel like I've hurt a lot of people in my life.
Okay. So as long as you are trying to atone for what you've done, you don't actually create growth and success.
Mm.
So the atonement is just this punishment of you have to stay at this level. And for a lot of people, the atonement just never ends. So what you want to do is instead of atoning, is just finish that and start from today and create better relationships, be a better person, create more success, and just cut out the atonement altogether. Right? So are you willing to step out of the story that you have to spend your life atoning for the people you hurt?
It's still there. There's a Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of heartache in that.
Mhm.
But the question is, who am I hurting? myself.
Right now, it's just you. So,
Yeah.
right. And this is the thing, you're hurting yourself as punishment for all the hurt you caused. Hurting yourself doesn't actually do anything for the people you've hurt, right? Creating success can help you help a lot more people, which will offset, if you really want to offset things, it'll offset the people you hurt. The best thing is just to say, I hurt people. I forgive myself for that. Now let's just move on.
So it's really about willing to forgive myself
Yeah.
so that I can move on. Yeah.
So are you willing to are you willing to forgive yourself for the people you've hurt?
Uh, Part of me says yes. I feel like there's
Mhm.
still more work to do on that one.
So when you hurt those people, that's not who you are now, right? That's who you were. If you keep trying to punish yourself for who you were, it's going to go on forever.
Right.
If you forgive yourself for who you were, you can step fully into who you are now and create a better life.
Mm, okay.
So are you willing to forgive yourself for the people you've hurt?
Yes. Mm,
When people get to this state, what pops up for me is, do you remember that show Xena, Warrior Princess?
mm. Afraid not.
Okay. So there was a series called Hercules that was out there, and one episode he was up against this evil woman, Xena, the warrior princess, and there was an epic battle. But the fans really loved the character, so they did a spin-off, Xena, Warrior Princess, and in the spin-off, she decided to become good and to help people, and that's what she did through the whole series. She did not spend the series atoning for all the bad
Mm,
stuff she did, because that would have just been boring with her, like, oh, okay, I'll help you and I'll do some dishes for you. And like, no, no, she was out doing stuff, right? So, and that's basically what you want to do is you want to stop being in that space of atonement, start being the warrior princess and creating so much good in the world that that's what everyone knows you for.
mm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that works. Thank you so much.
All
And
right,
it's
let's
there
give
have been a lot of amazing breakthroughs already in all of the
all
stories, and thank you so much.
right, let's give Susan some love. Hey, did you like that? I hope so. I hope you got a great shift out of it. And just keep in mind, there are hundreds of videos on this channel. You can watch them, say yes when I ask you to step out of story and get more shifts. I have clients that do that every single day. Now, if you want to work with me in person, just go to the link down there for Ignite Your Success. And that's where these videos come from. I do a free workshop every month, the second Monday of the month. And the cost for admission, it's not money. It's you're going to end up here on the YouTube channel. If you're okay with that, happy to work with you. If you want more privacy, we'll then look into some of my programs. We're going to have some more information on them below. Anyway, thank you. We're off. Enjoy your life. Don't be afraid to be the happiest person in the room. Got it? Okay. Bye.